while he does that, while Kaiko does that, let's go ahead and check out this next trailer for Sonic Frontiers, and then Lloyd will get your feedback on that. Let's take a
Yeah.
look.
What is their game?
Sonic Frontiers introduces a new take on the action, adventure, and platforming genres by combining blistering speed with blazing combat. For the first time, Sonic has a skill tree full of exciting and powerful new abilities to learn. To unlock new skills, you'll need to
Seriously?
collect enough skill pieces from fallen enemies and breakable items around the islands. Sonic also has his standard moveset, including a homing attack, drop dash, and stomp at the beginning of the game. While these moves are effective against normal enemies, you'll need to level up and unlock new skills if you want to take on bigger and stronger foes awaiting you on the Starfall Islands. A normal enemy on Kronos Island is nothing compared to those on later islands. So make sure you're collecting the red seeds of power and blue seeds of defense to boost your stats and give yourself a fighting chance. As the game progresses and Sonic levels up, so do your enemies. Completing combos is a good way to get the upper hand during battle, especially when paired with a new skill called Phantom Rush. Sonic's combo meter will fill up after attacking enemies consecutively. Once the combo meter is maxed out, Phantom Rush is activated, and your attack power will be boosted until the meter reaches 0. To deal massive amounts of damage in a short burst, use Sonic Boom, a long-range, high-speed kick that unleashes shockwaves at the enemy. Another option to dish out major hurt on your enemies is Wild Rush, a flashy, zigzagging attack that sends you crashing into your targets with great force. It's a fast
That
and
looks cool.
stylish way to hit your enemies hard while avoiding incoming fire. Certain enemies in Sonic Frontiers have a shield or barrier protecting them. Break their shield with Psyloop and then deal as much damage as you can before it goes back up. If your opponent happens to land a hit on you, just use the Psyloop ability on the ground to collect more rings and get back in the fight.
That could be
During
useful.
combat, you'll need to study your opponents and determine the best strategy to take them on. Encounters with Guardians will require more than just using your homing attack. Many of them prompt you to engage with their unique combat mechanics first before reaching their weak spot. Once you have an opening, you can dish out all the skills you've unlocked from the skill tree. Experimenting with new abilities and discovering each enemy's weakness will help you defeat them with ease. Use your enemy's moves against them by utilizing parry during combat. A visual cue lets you know when the enemy is about to attack. If you react quickly enough, you can parry it and follow it up with a counterattack of your own. Using all these skills and more gives you tons of options to become the most formidable force in the frontier. Master your approach to battle and teach your enemies not to mess with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Womp womp. All right. So that was Sonic Frontiers, which is coming to PlayStation 4 and 5 and Xbox and Switch, and I believe Steam is getting a version of this game as well. Lloyd, you're up.
That was some sort of an explainer video / trailer, but I love the fact that they've actually explained the strategies and stuff, and the new what you're supposed to look after,
Mhm.
new upgrades, new skills and strategies, and how to defeat them. But overall, the graphics was great. I think it adds up more excitement for those that would love to get the game, because they've already told you what's new, what's coming up, and but if there's any other stuff that aren't mentioned on the trailer, I don't think there was, because it has about 3 minute and a half of trailer. It's almost like a storytelling video, because it tells you what's going on, what's going to happen, what are the stages and skills that has been put on in the new update. But overall, I think I'm going to give it a thumbs up. That was great. The storytelling was fantastic. The voiceover really added to the um, how you would understand what's going on in the video.
I'm curious, what do you mean by storytelling, though? Like, you mean basically just the way that it's sort of explained everything, and it does because
Correct.
like
Just like
I
a
didn't really see very much about like a narrative, like what the enemies are, what their motivations are.
yeah, but the explainer thing because of the voiceover that it tells you everything what you're gonna
Hmm.
do. That it even told you what you're supposed to be doing while you're in the game, like study your enemy, stuff
Right.
like that, and use their skills and stuff.
Right. Cool. Okay. Fair enough. And I will say I gotta double down on that thing with the sorry the trick where you have Sonic sort of like spin around in a circle, and that sort of attracts the rings to you. Like, I'm from the generation that remembers having to hunt around in Sonic 3 for an electric shield to do the ring attraction thing for you automatically. Nowadays you have like God, you kids these days are so spoiled. Kids these days, you know, back in my day in like 1993, we did things differently.